Today, I am trying out lossless scaling so that I can have my monitor in 1080p, but the game is in 720p, and I had to adjust the window on my game until the game actually reported 1280 by 720. I was surprised that I actually managed to get it perfectly. But yeah, so I can see slight warping around my cursor when I go like this, but it is minuscule, and I'll probably not care much. Um, but you won't see it because screen capture doesn't see it, if that makes sense. Oh, my headphones aren't actually connected. They are, they just didn't switch. Thank you, I guess. How kind. Gonna make sure all of this is like pretty. Yeah. So I had my computer in the living room yesterday, no, the day before, maybe, where I built this, which I'm intending to be for iron. And this is also kind of heavily inspired by that Minecraft YouTuber that I showed in a previous episode video. My AirPods went staticky, which it only does when connected to a Windows computer. It does not do that when it's connected to my phone, like, ever. Of course, the second I hit record, I start feeling really hungry. Also, do you like my hat? Thank you. I was debating whether to fake it so that it looks better than it actually would. Like, stuff that looks like it's making iron, but it's not really, but that also doesn't quite really make sense. Because I have like these like lava things for like melting iron, because I thought that would look cool. And they actually do line up with those. And they have little vents over here. Which I think looks cool. I don't like having my notepad there because it interferes with my keyboard. I also designed a someone replied to a comment that I made on YouTube. It was a video where someone said why humans are the only animals that cry from sadness, and I was like, that's bullshit. I didn't say that though. I said other animals can very much cry from sadness, and then I linked a video of a dog crying on an owner's grave. And they were like, "Oh, that's very sad." I'm like, well, "Yeah." Right. I I'm not sure how I want to do this, and I will use YouTube tutorials on how to build these farms, I guess. Like I did in my Forever World, which is no longer a forever world, I guess. So I haven't played on it in ages. La, 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 la. I also don't have music playing. I think I'm gonna stop doing that because it kind of distracts me from talking, and I don't know if that's passable for a YouTuber to do. Hmm. 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 That works. So close. Oh my god. Oh my god. I pressed K. Like, hello? Wow. What the shit? Uh, Voxy and lossless scaling do not seem to like each other. Let's turn our shaders back on and see if it gets fixed. Okay, it did. Nice. I did also disable the reflections for and the puddles for the ground, just so that the voxy chunks are way less noticeable. You can kind of see the line where it switches to. It was way more noticeable when I had this as andesite, because they would go from smooth, only connected textures to grids. So I changed it to stone, and then it's almost unnoticeable. There you can kind of see it quite well, especially if I kind of shake the camera. But yeah. Uh, this is kind of like the loading dock where a shipment from this to the train will kind of go. So, yeah. I guess I did in a way kind of copy exactly how his exterior looked from just like a few frames of being able to see this in his video. The entrance is bigger though. Ooh, like Spike. I love those. And this I just extended on my own, sticking to the pattern now. Trying to at least. I think it turned out okay. I do actually really like how that looks. It's good. Or should I turn that into something like this? Or how would it look to have those on top? Oh, oh Jesus. Oh, scaling did not like that. Moving my camera, like the trapdoors twitch all over the place. Which is fine, I don't really mind. Why am I so okay with this, but having ASW on VR like pisses me off to the point where I want to just die and rip my eyes out. Spending ages to get Oculus Tray tool to work so that I could get rid of it, which I've managed to do, luckily. Playing PC VR was a pain in the ass. Pain in the eyes, actually. But getting a slight performance boost for this actually works just fine. I can barely notice the, other than that was really. Moving on. There was an ant just on top of my monitor. Yeah, like that. I also used a trick that I saw on a map that I downloaded, like a Minecraft. Can you fuck off? Get off the monitor. I don't know where you landed. You're not on the monitor or something. Where they had like really tall street lamps, but it somehow looked good. And then it turned out they had done this. Like right under the light sources, they had light blocks on the ground, which I guess is kind of the intended way of using it. Makes sense. I did also use that to like kind of add lighting to these, or like shading, I guess. Like this one is straight on, so the lights are kind of matte. Obviously they're not, but this makes sense to me. So like, I'm just gonna deal with it. I wonder if I'm gonna have to redo some of these once I start putting down all of the create stuff. Now they're static again. It's so stupid, I hate it. Might actually switch to a wired headset at this point. It's pissing me off. I also did that in here. Not that I really needed it, but it helped. So what I'm thinking of doing is that, and then that. Oh, that actually had to be 9 as well. Dumb. So now the lights are actually going all the way through, meaning that once I put down create, it should be fine. Maybe. Alright. Why is it drooping so much? It's gonna sound awful, probably, but I don't want it visible in frame unless it's like down here, but it's not. I think maybe I should just remove these so that the iron farm can actually work. Fucking ants everywhere. There's a huge spider in my room yesterday as well. And a big, like, centipede thing. Like a shit ton of legs. Um, but yeah. What should I do? Me not to know, you tell. You tell me what to do. That's where these go. Okay. And then we start building. Um, should this just be a big open space, or should I have like a small little like reception type area? Where they don't necessarily immediately see all of the machinery. Does that look convincing? I think it does. What else to put on top? I feel like something needs to be on top. Sure. No. It's gonna fuck with the lighting and then I have to readjust it. I feel like we can start with some of the machine here. Like the sign I found online was like very compact that I have in my Forever World and like very efficient. So I kind of want to do that and see if I can split it up a bit so that I can have stuff moving around from like one part to another. Um, yeah. We're going to YouTube. Oh, and if you're wondering what this is, it's thing I got my sister to make for me. Well, I kind of made the design myself and asked her if she could make it because she makes a lot of these now. It just says my girlfriend's name. Yeah. Create iron farm 1.21. Oh, there are so many fucking designs. And I cannot seem to find the one that I found earlier. Come back. Oh, or should this be the brass farm? I feel like it would be a good idea to start with the brass. Yeah. Oh, they are huge. Or a lot of them are, at least. Tileable brass. Oh, so you can just extend it as much as you want, and then... Oh my god, some of these farms are massive. I searched compact, and a lot of them are massive. This one seems fairly small, and it's only 3 minutes long. Hell yeah. Today, this farm does require a copper sink and lava source. I'll have my tutorials in the description. That's fine, I'll just use crates. Actually, before I continue, I'm gonna go do something and I'll be back in a second. I'm actually gonna let you guys also see this. Since it's just like, I'm not gonna turn on the audio for it, so hopefully it should be fine. That's it. That's all there is. Is this guy also using crates for what exactly? It's for the sources, probably. I assume those are spitting out copper and zinc. So not a whole lot of stuff. Now copy what I do. Really? That was so unexpected. Okay, so we need shaft with a belt. Oh. And it needs to be facing this way. No, facing that way. And then there needs to be 6 spots. Alright. I think it's safer for us to just wipe these for now, and then we'll put them back where they need to be. Because otherwise they will break stuff. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ew! Why did they change the texture? You can swap the chest for your storage system. Okay. Hmm. We're actually gonna put down a vault. And a funnel. And then we put down a depot. With that on top. With an ass ingot. What is it? Glass insulate. What is this? Seabrass episode. So if I now throw this, it goes in and right here. Okay, so if I pick this up, we remove that, and then we put that back on. It should stay in here and show up. There we go. It shows up. Just so we make sure nothing else ever enters this. I'm just gonna put down these so that I can get them quickly and easily. I think maybe I might be able to extend this whole thing by 1 due to it sticking out a bit. I'm just gonna stick to, right, pipe. I don't want to use those ones. I'm gonna use steel. Pump. Steel mechanical pump. Okay, and then we need some bigging. On top of these. And then we need a chain drive. And he puts it like this. Like this. And then like this. And like that. And he goes 3 above. Wait, these did actually link up, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, and then we need a gearbox. Slap down badunk right there. And we need a cock. Which I also do want to be steel, I guess. And then we need another gearbox that is flipped. Why is that there? What does that do? Oh, the power mixer. I just wanted to say that's to link them together, right? I'm guessing. Oh, we gotta do it on the other side too. That is not what I wanted. I forgot that I was watching a tutorial. Okay, right. Cog. Uh, Here. And then for some reason, just casing. Are you serious? Why? Why you gotta be a bum? Thank you. On each side of this. And then one below it. Okay. What? Arm? That didn't work for me. That's why they looked different. Because it don't do shit. There we go. So yes, I technically could extend this if I wanted to. I believe. Which would actually simplify this part as well. Oh my god, should I do that? No. I don't feel like it. So why would I? Okay, next part. Make sure to set the mechanical arms to forced round robin. To what? Uh-huh. Replace the fluid tank with your lava source. No. I don't think I will. Doink. Yes, let's do fake lava and see how that works. Clutch. Lever. Wait, can this actually power it? Yes! But I would prefer to... do they link like those two? No. Okay, they do have the same behavior for that. A lever that can be waterlogged can and only weakly power spots. Seems to be good enough. But it actually has to rotate the other way, I would assume. So that the conveyor belt actually goes that way. That can just be running at max speed. Okay, well, where is that? Okay, that's here. Zinc. Cooper. You're welcome. Milk. Doesn't matter which goes where. I would assume not, but just in case, I'm gonna make sure they're in the same one. And he's using yellow, so we're going to use yellow. I didn't know that you could do this. That's cool. It's a basin filters to brass ingot. Yoink, 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 yoink. And the farm's ready. Perfecto. I mean, we do technically have space for... No, we don't. I was about to say maybe we could add another farm. That was from the game. I saw there was like a tractor outside. I had my window slightly open. It's this. Damn, that really threw me off. Okay, let me just find a nice door. And some regular plates. We put blink, blink, like that. Hmm. I thought I would have actual crates. I guess I could use barrels. They look almost identical to what I wanted anyways. That is so convincing. Again, I thought that was outside, but we don't have eagles outside. They're like way over there with the lakes and mountains. Because what I did first, before I actually built this building, was that I tried to build an iron ingot logo, and it looked horrible. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna instead we're gonna use pipes. We'll use industrial ones, and we will pin them right. That should be fine. We'll use gold blocks for the writing. Yes. That works. And it just looks nice. Can they only be up and down? Concrete log? I wouldn't call that a pipe, then. Imbecile. El pipe. Let's all just ignore the fact that I am an idiot. That's all I am. I'm a big idiot. And now only one of my AirPods are active. There you go. You can actually still tell that it says brass. Cool. I don't think we're gonna do it. As cool as it looked, I want it to be readable with relative ease. There we go. And then we just link them up. I like it. I like it a lot. Do we do another one in this video? It has only been an hour. If I want to kind of stick to the same pacing, I guess, if I want it to be 3 hours long. Not that they need to be, but they just end up being usually anyways. So far this has been one recording, which is nice. I think brass is there, and then we could have I want to make them themed. think that would look way better. Replace gold block, create block, brass block. It doesn't have connected textures. What has a similar palette to gold, to brass? I mean, weirdly enough, oak wood seems pretty close. But I want something smooth. Metal. What metal do we have? I have these, which are connected. I don't like that they have a very visible grid line. So we're gonna use these. Okay, what is the code name for that? Yellow flat railways. Railways. Okay, so we start from here. And we connect here. We need to connect here so that we get the bottom bits of that. And then we do place polished andesite with railways. Brown copper wrapped local metal. That should be this. Yes. And then we do yellow brass wrap. Stone, railways, yellow, brass, rat. That looks really good. I love that. How did I never notice that these were not fully completed? Okay. Oh, but this looks really good. I love it. But we need to redo our thumbnail. Actually gonna do one like this. In case I end up building 3 different ones in one video, then I can have them like, yeah. Which I do kind of want to do actually. I think we could do that. Girlfriend's going to sleep. I'm asking her if she wants to sleep call. Phone's not charged. Okay. Now we're gonna send her one of these. No, we're not sending. We are not sending her that. I just wasn't prepared for the flash. This is the photo I ended up actually sending, which you saw because you were there. I really like how this turned out. Would it look okay if we replaced this top part with... No, I don't think that works. But what we can do is light up the top to add a kind of natural gradient. Does this work? How do you look? Can I look at it like from a distance? I really like that. How would it look here? I kind of like it, I kind of don't. It don't make sense. I do like how this looks. There we go. Should I add those to this as well? Probably could. Especially if I went like this. How would we need to split this? Ah. Mm. What if we... that? That looks alright, I think. Maybe. I don't see why it wouldn't. Ta-da. Looking good. Oh. How does the inside look? I like it. Oh god. That is very orange. Maybe we should do frog light. That seems better. There's a lot of brass in there, Jesus. Okay, now we just need to... I want to do iron, but I also want to do trees. I want to do everything that's like related to create, pretty much, like brass, andesite, zinc, um, the red quartz thingy. I don't think I have the mod that does it for you, like the add-on. I don't even remember what that was called. Um, Create. Automatives. Boiler box control. Right, I also want bells and whistles. Uh, Transmission and linkage. I don't think I need that. Also more bogies, yes, please. Where's the... There's so much create shit. Not that it's shit, but yeah, you know. I am just gonna Google it at this point. Create automatic. Was it just vintage improvements? Create vintage. There's like 3 of them. This is the unofficial version of vintage improvements for NeoForge. This version, blah blah blah. I have submitted a pull request to, and if the vintage improvements via the curving press would not work when the gradients were identical, but use different curving edges. Fixed the correct color laser now was on a fixed incorrect inputs from the laser. Fixed an issue where the centrifuge and other machines would get stuck when create vintage. We have disabled the comment section if you need support or you blah, 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 blah. You can make recipes and springs via Cube.js. For syntax, please look up the gallery of at the wiki. If you want to use Cube.js for creating recipe, blah 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 blah. The 1.21.1 version doesn't have Cube.js integration until I'll do the SSW one then. Create vintage improvements like trim fork in the place. Okay. Well, I need to reboot the game. So I am going to be back in a second. We are back. Seems slightly more laggy though. And that's fine, we don't need frame rates. We actually kinda do. Yeah, it's fine. But it's said online that we don't need technically anything for it to work. We just need this. So I shouldn't even have needed to install anything for this to work. I could have just done this. instead of looking for this. Yeah, so if it's too high, it doesn't work. Would make sense, but I wasn't expecting it. That's still too quick. It can not work if it's faster than... I think you can have, like... What if we just... I mean, it worked. Actually, no, it didn't. Oh. Wait. If we try this again. Does the deployer do it faster if it's faster? Be gone. actually think we're just gonna leave it here. And then the next one will be a different factory. Haven't decided. It's probably gonna be andesite or iron. But yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Oh, tomorrow. Bye.